definitely England has been like most critical of us more than anything, or ignorant maybe. The trouble that happens is the critics, because it's complex music and they can analyse it. I mean, you can't analyse a rock band because there's nothing you have to say it's good or bad, or I enjoyed it. It's a shame they can't do the same thing with our band because it's complex. They tend to analyse it, which is in a way, it's destructive in a way. They can't treat it as an entity and say I enjoyed that.
Well, it's an interesting thing. I read a review once that said you guys were a bit clinical.
Yeah.
And yet, that was so wrong, because seeing the way people respond to you, I haven't seen an English audience or a European audience, but seeing the way people respond to you in the States, you really communicated with the audience, and the great thing about it was doing the sort of music you do. You could have been really aloof, and yet you came much closer to an audience than I think a lot of bands do. And you with that, Ray, when you do that really funny violin solo, it's great. It's great to see a band doing the kind of serious music that they're doing, taking themselves very unseriously on stage and sort of silly little leaping around with whistles and.
Yeah, we don't take it too seriously. It'd be silly to take yourself too seriously.
And I think that's what people respond to. They go, these guys are really funny, even though they're doing this really interesting sorts of music.
Yes, if we enjoy sort of like sometimes a bit of a loon around, we'll do it, and hope the audience will enjoy us doing it. If they don't, they start to poop it. I mean, and up till now they've enjoyed what we've done on stage.
But it's the clinical thing that I think that comment is probably most hurtful when people say it's clinical, because I mean, as I say, they couldn't. Would you say the same thing about a rock band? I mean, when a rock band's not rocking, is it then clinical? It's a term used because you can analyse. It's
because you don't understand it, or else
because
it personally doesn't get to you. Okay, it doesn't move you. It doesn't evoke anything. You can. I mean, a personal point of view. That is, totally.
Why can't you be strictly objective about it?
It's very difficult when somebody says it's such a bland statement. It's clinical, because it certainly wasn't made clinically.
Naturally not. And the lyrics you have in a lot of your songs are obviously not done by 21st century automatons or anything. It's done by
that's
by
the
people
kind
who
of
are
suggestion by somebody who says clinical. That it's made by very cold people. I mean, just not fair.
No, not at all. Actually,
very unfair. But people in the States didn't buy that, and that's why they came. I saw hundreds of people turned away in Los Angeles who came to see you, and it was really great to see so many people starved for really good music and coming out to see you like that. And it was just you're really communicating. And that's the essence of your success in America, is because you're communicating with the audience and doing it really successfully. Ray and Derek, thanks very much for spending time with me this afternoon, and I hope that we'll see you really soon in Albuquerque. I know that I'll be sitting in the front row heckling and whatnot, but
as you
can just throw things
at me and stuff.
And a hard-boiled egg.
Hard-boiled egg. Thanks a lot.
Okay.